Everyone, it's Monica and welcome to day 2 of Christmas in July. Today's prompt is family. So we're going to go ahead and use this cute little image of a family to decorate our vintage Christmas playing card. So as I've said before, you want to make sure that your card is facing the right direction because you don't want to decorate it and have an upside down card. I went ahead and I grabbed a few scraps from my desk and we're going to go ahead and start layering. Now, one of the nice things about decorating playing cards is you don't have a lot of surface, so you really don't need a lot of items to decorate your card. As you can see, I just dug into my ephemera stash, and I'm only going to use just a few pieces to decorate this card. I wanted to stick to some red themes on this particular one, so that's kind of why you see most of my images red. I thought the family had some great color in their image, so I wanted to kind of play off of that. So I started out with that strip just underneath the two because when I'm decorating my playing cards, I like to make sure I keep the number or the letter showing on the opposite side just to show that it is a plain deck of cards. And then I added that big December 25th. Now, the smaller pieces are going to be layers on the strip that I added as well as underneath part of the family, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and just add the first small item, and that's going to go right on that strip. And then once I have that glued down, I'm going to add my focal piece, which is my family. Now, the glue that I'm using is my 3-in-1 beacon, and that really is my go-to glue. Unless my image is really small, then I'll use my precision craft glue. But for these larger images, I am using my 3-in-1 beacon. And the reason I'm using that is because I like to have movement when I am doing layers. So that way, when I place my image down, I can move it if I. And then whenever I am layering, because I know I might want to put images underneath an image that I place down, I typically only add glue to the middle part of my image. So that way I can slide other smaller images underneath to create more of a background. So now that I have most of the card decorated, I'm going to finally add this cute little certified, I guess, letter piece that I cut off of one of my images on my kit. And I'm going to go ahead and again just add my glue and just place it kind of kitty corner to just add some more interest. So all of my cards that I'm decorating this month do come from my stash, my Christmas stash. And typically what I do after each holiday season, I have one big bin that I stick all of my leftover craft supplies and ephemera, so that way when I decide to pull it out for the following year, I have it all together. And that's what I've done for this series. I just kind of pulled out my stash, and I am using many of the items that I have left over. So for this particular one, as you can see, I do have some remnant rubs left over, and I'm going to go ahead and be using these throughout my projects this month. So for this particular one, I did decide to use the one that says "'Tis the Season," and I'm going to go ahead and add that to my card. Need to. Remnant rubs are one of my favorite things to use during the holiday season because they are small and they are easy to add to many projects. I definitely will have to stock up on some of those for my Christmas season because, as you can see, my sheet is getting pretty low. So with the remnant rubs, typically I'll just pick something up from my desk. I have actual tools to be able to rub down the sentiment, but for this particular one, I just used a closed pen, and for the most part, it works. Sometimes when I'm lifting it up, I do have a little bit of the image still stuck to the paper, so I just am really careful about pulling it up just to make sure that I get my full sentiment. And then once I was finished, I saw that I had some white space on that right side, so I did decide to come in with another remnant rub, and the one that I chose is Make It Merry. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on, and I will finish up today's card with my prompt of family. So I hope I see you back tomorrow, where we're going to have another prompt for our Christmas in July.